Well, good morning. Yes, Storm Watch continues for us here at the Weather Network. Scenes from Collingwood, Ontario yesterday where the lake effect snow, that started firing up. And I'll tell you this morning, Jeff, problems already out on the roads across southern Ontario. The 400 is seeing snow, the 427, the DVP, the 404, and issues to go along with this morning.
And just the other day, Rachel, we had that weather alert, Toronto, Mississauga, York, Durham, for the potential for some of those icy roads. And when you consider the temperatures, Rachel, here's a snapshot. Coldest day in Toronto yesterday in 7 months. It's a shock to the system.
Wow, I know. And November started off so above seasonal and so warm. So now, yeah, this is a shock. With the wind chill this morning, feels more like -7 to -10 across southern Ontario. And Jeff, look at all of these warnings we have in place for eastern Ontario and into Quebec.
So not only the winter storm warning in play there, Rachel, but also blowing snow.
Oh, wow. So let's take a look now at what the radar is showing us when we talk about these snow squalls. We have that nice wind, the northwesterly wind. It's cold and it's developing these snow squalls. So as we look here into the GTA, it really is some potent snow this morning.
Well, those winds are. So those winds powerful enough to carry those snow bands further south. So downtown Toronto into that snow squall action yesterday. Some crazy video from one of our meteorologists here, Aaron Wangstern.
Wow, I know. I saw it too. It's just a haze over Toronto. And this morning is interesting too, but the way that these snow bands are really targeting the GTA. Mississauga mainly dry, Oakville, Hamilton, Brantford. You're not dealing with the snow. It's really East GTA. So as we look at the snowfall accumulation today, about 2 to 5 centimeters possible within Toronto.
Okay, and then if we look toward those bullseyes, so closer to the bodies of water, Collingwood 5 to 15, and we're thinking maybe London more so impacted today, Rachel. I mean, they were yesterday as well, about 9 centimeters, but potentially could get it hit harder today.
Exactly. Okay, let's take a look at our next system. More winter to come for us. We'll talk right now.
Okay, so let's pick this up. There is another Colorado low on the radar, Rachel.
Exactly. So the trough is not as deep with this one, but this system is going to come into southern Ontario throughout the day on Wednesday. It's likely that we could see a wet snow kind of mix to start, but then transition over into rain.
Let's check out those temperatures as we put this into motion and see how it's going to impact the numbers. So by Wednesday, look at that, still below seasonal in Toronto, which is 6 degrees this time of the year. And there's some of those showers, Rachel, you were talking about for the Windsor area.
Exactly. We will be warming up into Thursday, so rain is likely with this system, but higher elevations could stay as snow, so this will be another interesting one to watch.
Okay, so you had to know it was going to happen sometime, but such a slap in the face, Rachel, when you consider just a few days prior, Collingwood plus 22. And now look at that, the snow on the ground.
Oh my goodness, it is incredible. And you want to know what I love about this kind of weather when we get such a dramatic change, Jeff? You can really tell the people who don't follow the weather story at all. I saw a woman yesterday walking in shorts. I kid you not, snow was around her. She must have been freezing. She looked so uncomfortable, but she was wearing shorts.
There you go. She was stuck in a few days past. But this is sort of getting us in a bit of a festive mood. We have the Santa Claus parade. Downtown Toronto on Sunday, and hard to believe it, I can't say it, but the holidays are around the corner.
Oh, they are. No, I was actually wrapping Christmas presents this weekend, so that was kind of exciting. But look at some of these temperatures. This really starts to get you into the spirit. -3 in Toronto. It's a cold start to the morning with the wind chill feels closer to -10 across the GTA. And then we talk about some of these warnings in place here, snowfall warnings.
Can you believe it? Ottawa getting hit hard by this. Montreal, not so much. You're looking at about 4 to 8 centimeters. Rachel, let's send it over to Shannon and Kevin Yard and find out what they're up to. All right,
driving in the snow this morning, I'll tell you, it's not the greatest scene out there. We've had problems along the 400, especially up to Highway 9, the 407 and King Road, so take it slow this morning.
Yeah, Rachel, time now to chat about the next one.
Okay, so another Colorado low comes in. The trough, not as deep with this one, but it starts to come through southern Ontario.
For Newfoundland when it has been so warm lately.
Exactly. All right, coming up next, we're going to show you this story. Scenes from Collingwood yesterday. Jeff, those mountains almost ready to welcome in some skiers.
A lot of debate online, Rachel. People talking about when the first day will be. In fact, there's a vote online November 25th or December 3rd, and actually December 3rd is in the lead.
Wow, seems like a good day to get out on the slopes. Okay, as we take a look at some of our current conditions this morning, it's a cool start to the morning. -2 in Toronto right now, much warmer in Moncton, 5-7 in Charlottetown. All right, we have our teams. They're making their way up to Collingwood this morning, and we'll check in with them in the TWN truck right now.
Okay, so here's a snapshot, Rachel. It's what Shannon and Kevin were talking about. We've got those squalls off Huron and Georgian Bay, so Grand Bend right through to London, about 5 to 10 there.
Exactly. And then up towards Collingwood, again, closer to 15. This is the bullseye today for some pretty persistent snow squalls, and they're going to start to intensify as well into the afternoon.
Okay, Quebec is an interesting story. This is now in there. I saw some photos, light snow on the ground in Quebec, so that's tricky travel on the way in, and some flurries for Quebec City at this point.
Exactly. Places like Sherbrooke yesterday still saw a lot of that rain, but now you're transitioning over. You're getting into that snow. A decent amount of snow on the way, and we're also tracking another system.
You don't say. Time for the next one. Okay, so yep, similar setup. This one's brewing in Colorado, right? Hence the name. It's looking like we have the potential, Rachel, for mixed precipitation Wednesday, Thursday into the lower Great Lakes.
Exactly. So this trough not as deep as the system as what we saw just this past weekend, but the potential for mixing even on Wednesday evening, the potential for it to stay a straight snow within some of the higher elevations. We could see that too. But the temperature story this week, Jeff, it really is just cold and struggling to get to seasonal.
Yeah, look at the snapshot at Thursday. There we go, Rachel. Seasonal, we've got some rain. I want to show you the 7-day planner for Montreal. Cool here as well.
Have a look at this. 3 degrees, some mixing as we end off the week and get you into the weekend. And then Ottawa too, the nation's capital. Big celebrations for the Red Blacks over the weekend and some cool air to get you ready for the Grey Cup this weekend.
And for Toronto, we'll get above seasonal toward the end of the week. Okay, stay with us. Mountains there, Blue Mountain.
Exactly, exactly. That's where we do have Kevin Yard this morning, and we're going to take you out to Collingwood. We're tracking the snow. It doesn't look too great out there on the roads, but hey, Kevin, behind you, that scene is going to look a lot more like winter into this afternoon. You know what? This is only the start of the season. Just the beginning, Kevin.
Here we go into November. Still a lot more to come. Winter forecast tonight on the Weather Network at 9 o'clock.
Exactly.
Rachel.
Everything you need to know about our next season, that is all coming up. But everything you need to know about the snow squalls. We'll talk about that right now because these squalls are still persistent and becoming more intense into the afternoon.
Yeah, if we've got about 5 to 10 centimeters to go, Grand Bend right through to London, and then a bullseye around that area where Kevin is. Collingwood could see about 5 to 15.
Exactly. Okay, now we have another system brewing. Our next Colorado low. We'll chat about that right now.
Okay, so yeah, here we go, Rachel. Another Colorado low. The setup is similar, but this disturbance, the pressure, not as deep as the one we just went through. So not as extreme.
Exactly. So we are going to see the system come into Ontario Wednesday and in through Thursday. It is likely that some places will start off as a wet snow kind of mix, especially higher elevations, Dundalk Highlands, Orangeville. You could stay as snow, but then temperatures warming into Thursday, and we'll transition over into some rain with that one.
The season is here, and Rachel, we got what you need to know. Winter forecast premieres tonight at 9 o'clock.
All right, coming up in Force of Nature. Speaking of snow, Jeff, this is just the start of the season, so if you already can't handle it, oh, you might as well go on vacation right now.
Yeah, just cover your ears for the details that we're about to give you. Those snow squalls, Rachel, in toward the Collingwood area today could produce an additional 5 to 15 centimeters of snow.
Exactly. We want to take you outside right now to Kevin Yard, who is up in Collingwood. Good morning, Kevin.
Kevin, we knew it had to happen. What goes up must come down. The other day, Rachel, in Collingwood, 22 degrees, so no doubt people in their shorts.
Exactly, and you want to know what I love about this time of year? When we see such a dramatic change, you can really tell the people who don't follow the weather story, because yesterday I saw a woman in Oakville. The flurries were flying, and she was wearing shorts.
Go figure.
Pay attention to the weather story.
It is now, I think it's safe to say that we're getting ready for the winter weather here. Still some snow to come for Ottawa, already 15 centimeters at last check. Montreal in on it as well.
All right, let's talk about our next system that we're watching for the east. Another Colorado low. This one, the trough not as deep, but as it comes through Wednesday into Thursday, snow to start, then transitioning into some rain.
Okay, so this means as we get toward Wednesday, those temperatures.
We could see basically in some of the higher elevations like Orangeville, the Dundalk Highlands, starting off as a little bit of snow and then transitioning into that rain.
Okay, and those temperatures are about to come down for Newfoundland as well. We had some warm weather there, and we got your details tonight for the winter season.
Exactly, 9 p.m. You'll want to be with us here on the Weather Network. We release our outlook.